I got the flight plan in. I did not call to get the plan, so if you want to. No. And we're at 961.
famous.
Meet you.
He's helping out since Nance is shoulder operator.
but you're going to basically use the fulcrum motion and actuate that mechanism. You can reset it like it is right now.
Oh yeah?
And what the problem with that is now you have to still need blanket box.
Rotating this on blanket box back and resetting this thing.
That's the only way we know for sure.
For sure. So the good thing is
either that or you'd have to put that.
So this one's been reset. So it needs to be prepared that happens to be reset.
We can go ahead and get started. I just wanted to mention a few safety words about the facility, and then Nancy will take off after and kind of follow up with the briefing that she started over there, pointing out all the same things you saw on the video and their pictures on E-Wing. And then I'll take it from her, and we'll go through all of the details.
Basically, if you walk around or just look underneath here, you can see the inactive side visual reference.
Ground support is what 12 feet is. So if you look at the pictures, don't be confused by that.
Tell that is there's a little R3, R2. That basically the BRS pins are labeled. Each one of these, all 7 of them are labeled.
The 4-bar release attaches to the mass or PGA. It has nothing to do with the blanket box, right?
That's correct. And it's not here. So we only got from the mass canister up, and this is what is considered the weight. No, I haven't yet. I won't do it. No, we'll go do that next. It's this one. Right here is a BRS pin, and it's going to fire right out of the end, and it'll come out about so far.
About 2 inches.
And so you're going to be watching those. One person from the ground, or a couple of people probably with binoculars out the window. You're going to try to see them all. And we may or may not be able to see them all from inside. Nancy will try really hard to get a position where you'll be able to, but we'll just have to.
Yeah, basically what we'll do is we're going to set up the cameras right after you guys do your EVA 1. All these panels stack within a 4-inch area between the skirts that are right here. It doesn't go up or in or down into the blanket box itself. Basically, it stacks.
See those leaders up there? They're all, you have a whole bunch of panels stacked up there, right?
It's going to be stacked within our
So there's some sharp edge pads, and it's like the skirt along the top of the box, right along the top of the bottom box. There is an edge there on that on 4A when these are solar arrays, and anytime they're getting light on them, they generate power. So even here, we want to be cautious about. Yeah, I think that's all I need to say about that right now. So we're going to have a couple to get yourself trapped in there.
They want 3 on each side,
But you can see by looking in the canister there what's happening.
Watch your head.
And then they're all stacked in the bottom there.
I want to be looking in there while he's closing there, Swanee.
Yeah.
We'll do it again.
It's like something 3 clues would do, you know?
We were talking about putting our heads all in there.
We'll give him the green light to go ahead and close it. Curly's got his head.
Again, we're just now realizing that this is
configuring it before you go outside, this is you've got a good shot at getting this all exactly right. When you configure it to come back in, that might be trickier.
It would be. I'm just playing with it right now.
Yeah. You're also going to have more wipes, or many more you choose to put in the bag, really, to help clean up.
How much grease are we using?
Very small amount. Less than an eighth.
For the
cartridge?
Okay.
But you'll be full, right? The cartridge will be full?
Jettison the rest?
We can choose which one we want to use.
Yeah.
How full are
There's a variety of fullness. Anything from half to 3/4 to full.
Think about these
maybe choose the
Choose the
empty
smaller
ones
ones,
or
right? That way, if it's
This up every
Then
time.
you're still going to have enough.
Yeah, something really,
If you use the
I
half
wouldn't even
and use
worry so much about
just
that
enough
flow
now,
valve.
it's
Is once
just
you're
less
done with
than
it,
that,
Yeah.
then
you know,
the baby
just take this and just crank this thing on here best you can, so this thing's not come off. Everything's going to be stuck in here.
Yeah.
Although they might all be trash at this point. So when I decided they're going to go swimming in.
He just used something like this and then a ret from the integral ret.
I don't know which kind of red he used, but
We're going to have to
got
ask him.
some options there.
Just did something like that.
Yeah.
I don't think it was an integral rat on for the gun. I think he used an exterior one.
You might want to, or you're going to,
Well, it should work fine. There should be no difference, really.
unless you wanted to move it to your person.
True, but they're on his BRT. I mean, they had more reason to do that. We don't.
Right.
yeah. Yep. It's,
And for,
more of an
do you want to keep these easy access like you're talking?
Yep.
I would pull it out and then just close the lid.
Yep.
And I don't think it's going to stand in here very well.
Probably not.
This thing,
That's a
everything
cool
just
thing.
floats. Yeah, it's a cool thing. But if you keep it like this, it will suck it right into the spot here. You know, so it'll float like this right here for you.
Yeah, okay.
And it probably goes back and forth like this. But as far away as it's going to get.
Yep.
So as long as you keep off the side, that's probably a fine place for it.
Now you can have some wipe out.
In the bag. Two of them.
Yeah, right. When you're down, you're going to make a sticker, put it inside of each one of those. And then after you do that, then you roll it over one, right? Yeah, so make sure you come over here and for opening snares, you use the gap gauge,
Yeah.
right, just to get in there like that. And you don't ever want to really touch the
That's right.
the cable, if I remember correctly. All right, so you're doing that, and then you use the needle nose basically to pull it, push it back on in.
Exactly.
Right? Is there anything else we're missing?
You're just going to exercise it this way.
I'm not greater than 90 degrees though. See
No,
right
not
now,
greater. Yeah,
see, no, see, it's not greater than 90 right now. This angle, you want to be like this versus like this.
Okay.
Make sure I said that right. That's my understanding.
Oh,
that,
that was
note that says you don't want to be greater than 90 degrees when you do the X motion.
Right.
See, there you go.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That makes sense?
It does now.
Okay, good. I'm glad you got that now. And then once you're done with all that, you're going to put it back in the groove. You might.
That technique right there may be difficult to do with the leave and also
The curved
all
coupling.
the
Right.
curved couplings on it.
So what do you suggest?
Shane had to kind of come in from the top and do or more.
basically
Kind of-
needle
you
straight
showed me.
into the.
Yeah, it's more like this kind of motion.
Ah, okay.
All right.
Makes sense.
Yep, that makes sense.
Yeah, we were talking about the reach is going to be a little bit different.
Yeah, with
In
the
the
rule. Right. Okay.
You've got the latches, the curved coupling.
The old
All
curved
right.
coupling trick.
And we're gonna put each one back in when you're done with the.
All right.
So put them back in the grooves
We
with
can do that with the pliers.
No, you do. Yeah, do it with the needle nose, right? Sorry. The only time you use the gap is to take it out.
Actually,
Yeah, I just do that. And I don't think it had to be perfect either, right? Going back in.
Right, that's fine.
You don't need it in the groove. You just do that in each
Yeah.
one of them.
You want to have your last loop.
The last one on the outside. That's what I was thinking. Going here,
oh,
up,
across
and
the
that
torsional
way.
spring. Okay.
Yeah, like that.
All right.
That's what I was thinking. Is that
Ready,
what you
man,
want?
yeah.
Yeah, it just might be really difficult if you go along the top first to actually see the bottom part.
So I was doing
make
the
sure that
top last,
Right.
essentially. Does that make sense?
When you say the top, you mean right here.
No, I mean this one right
This
here.
guy here.
The
Yeah.
furthest X.
That makes
Yeah.
sense. Yeah. Head in and across, right in here.
Yep. Well, it's gonna to be a big enough thing. It's gonna
It's
go
gonna
on
fill
top
all
of that.
that
It's gonna
stuff.
fill that whole thing
And
up.
across right about here.
Right. Exactly.
And then
and then back up.
And then back right up in here.
Exactly.
I think the grease itself was fine. The only time you're worried about grease is if it starts coming out towards the snare. If it's on the housing a little, they're expecting that, so
Okay.
that's fine.
And right here, you just want another bead laid across the backside right in here.
Actually, you just stick the nozzle in there.
Just right there.
When
And
you
make a
start
bulb.
seeing, yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, your bulb and make yeah.
All right.
Okay, the last one you want to do is just one that's closest
Yeah.
to you.
Yep. Right there. Okay.
It didn't say like lower left branch of
The mechanism?
Yeah.
Man.
I mean,
All right, well,
All right.
so if you got to see down at KSC,
I know,
this is just a
make
refresher
one.
about where it's
Yeah.
at under the port wing. You will have to be on the OBSS to get there, so you're probably going to be on the shuttle arm on the OBSS, so you're going to be bouncing around a little bit as you do this. So kind of keep
Is
that
that a
in mind.
guarantee, or could you be on the station arm on the OBSS? Just curious. I have no idea, but you're still docked.
I haven't seen the detailed analysis of this. Based on where it's at, I would say we probably could be on the station arm there, but I know we can get here with the shuttle arm, and the OBSS guys are going to push for that because they get to keep their sensors powered that way. And the thing is, I think based on the data that we got from the DTO, that you probably have sufficient stability from the shuttle arm to be able to do this. You're going to hit one wire about here and hit another wire about here. So the flight tile is a little smoother, so it may not be quite as easy to see on the flight tile on your vehicle where that little groove stops and starts. So just bear in mind that about the peak of this end is one, and about the midpoint is where
I'm
the
feeling
other
not
is.
being symmetric here. Is this aft?
Let's see. This is generally forward, so this is your flow direction coming in.
Okay,
here.
so we're gonna have it sloped on the. I don't know if you're sloping. If you're trying to make it a 90-degree, step, or you're trying to do it sloped with the airflow.
Okay.
slope makes it cooler.
Okay, so I figured.
And we're all about cool.
Way.
Cool is good. The tricky part that we found in the past testing is getting it started. It does take a little bit of work to get it
Go
through.
ahead and put them on just so
Now
that
we
we're
have
all
also
covered.
not tested one that slopes this much, so it
That's
might
all I'm
be
gonna try that side. That's
really
why-
tough to start this side.
Well, I'm
We'll
gonna
see.
try just it's an experiment here.
And but what we have found is even if you don't get a clean start, if you leave some on there sticking up, you can go back and just kind of smooth it over with your hacksaw, just kind of rub over it and it works like a file.
Got it.
So that's what we'll be trying here today.
Just trying to get it started. Yeah, easy wants to go up.
That's right up on it.
Yeah,
That's the wire right
but you know what? No, that's not the wire yet. So that's easier just to actually go right into that spot, then go back down again, as he said. There's the wire. Yep. You can feel the wire. Cut through that. You can feel that one, though.
You can see you're going to be generating a lot of debris.
A lot of debris. Yeah, that's interesting.
You know, I'm remodeling a bathroom soon.
Yeah.
Makes sense. More training opportunities
Yeah.
for you.
I agree, it is.
That one corner was hard, didn't it?
Yeah, and it's still actually the way they whatever that stuff on the outside is.
Yeah.
What do you?
RCG?
Yeah, it's like a thicker. See that? That does not want to go through very much.
Oh, that spell.
So
Yeah.
that is about all there is to it.
Okay. Actually, that didn't take. I just let you know in case it wasn't taking much pressing down. It was just a little bit angled in like this
Yeah,
to keep
yeah,
it
so-
going, and then it was fine.
Okay.
And not much again pressure at all either which way.
Okay, looks good.
Now, having done that, do you think? I mean, like you might want to. You think this would be the?
That's
the
my
setup
way.
That, you
That would
wanna
be
go with?
that would be my setup right
Okay,
there.
and this is what we typically refer to as a left-handed setup. Okay, so we could